Hey, you guys. So, we're starting off with primer, but before we talk about that, my name is Reese LaFleur. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We're doing 7 days of Halloween this week. This is day 5. We've been going hard. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you're into anything fashion, hair, makeup, all of that good stuff, definitely baddie of all trade vibes. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you get a notification. And let me start telling you what I'm doing because I'm moving quick, I'm moving fast, and you might be confused. Okay, so if you saw my March tutorial, I had a lot of issues with the yellow, but luckily I think it was a yellow because look at how beautiful this blue is looking. I mixed this blue on my hand with my blue in my CC Beauty palette, and then I just added some white foundation from LA Girl Cosmetics. As you can see right now, I'm mixing that again, mix, and I'm just going to like pull it all over my skin and then use a wet beauty blender, which I thought was going to be a horrible idea, but that made it set. Now when you're doing these colors, these things stain, so as I'm doing this voiceover, I still have blue on parts of my body, and I'm literally raw from like scrubbing the hell out of my skin. My bathtub was blue, so be ready for that if you're going to do this costume, you guys, because it is messy to get off. It'll come off eventually, but it's very messy. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I grab my matte book and I'm just taking that dark blue and I'm just going to set that color in my skin, almost like a setting powder. And now I'm just going in with the white paint directly, no foundation added. And I'm just going to start blending that out with another wet beauty blender. And this stuff was like, I think I figured it out. I never did it with a wet beauty blender before, but I think I've like finally cracked that code. When you're doing one of these colors, you always want to put white as your highlight because the white is going to just mix in with the color that's already on the bottom, and it's going to like just turn into a lighter version of the color. So it's going to look baby blue basically when I'm done with it, which is perfect when you're trying to do like a highlight or contour or something like that. You want to make sure that it looks like your skin is really supposed to be blue. That makes sense, especially if you're going to do makeup. And the theme for this year is definitely about glam. So, you know, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to keep packing that color in. I'm putting it everywhere because I put a lot of white. I didn't need this much white, so now I'm just trying to find a place to put it. But I could have used less, honestly. Now I just took some black for my nose. I'm not going to contour my cheeks because for Mystique, I'm going to have these like pieces of tulle that I'm using for the textured scales, which I'll actually show you a clip of how to do that as well. But I'm just only going to contour my nose just because the nose won't be covered and I want to have some dimension to my nose. Okay, so now I'm just going to grab that same blue. I didn't add any more blue. I'm just going back in over top of that highlight, that white, just to make it lighter, and then I'm just making sure all the places that I may have missed are blended. So I'm going to do eyelids. I did this same eyelid for the Joker kind of in a sense, just a black lid with my P. Louise base. And I'm just going to use that to like pat it all through, and I'm just going to do somewhat of like a glitter cut crease. I want it to be like a baddie kind of Mystique, you know, because my Mystique is going to be wearing a catsuit because I am not painting my whole body blue. Definitely a dub. But if this is a costume that you want to do and you want to do like the naked look, they sell like those costumes on Amazon where you can like have like a bodysuit that'll give you the like look of the scales. Yeah, if you wanted to do the like the Mystique naked look, I wasn't going for it. I wasn't doing it. Okay, so after I did that and got the shape that I wanted, I'm just adding some lash glue. This lash glue, first of all, has all types of colors in it after this because I had to use it so many times. But I'm just going in, I'm just adding some black glitter. I'm using my hand to shield just in case, even though I did set my face. For some reason I didn't show that. But I did set my face, but I wanted to make sure that like we ain't had no issues, sis. So I'm just kind of putting my hand there, as you can see, and just patting in that glitter just to give me a little bit of like a cute dimension in my black eye. These villains, you know. Anyway, so now we're about to put on our scales, but this is how we did it. So I used some blue tulle. I will link down the video that I found this idea from. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot her name. I'm so bad at this, and I screenshot it and still forgot her name. I'm a horrible person. Okay, but what I'm doing is I'm using that blue stick fabric glue, and it's going to dry thick, and it's going to look like scales. And I got this idea from Allison Tabitha on YouTube. So I'm just gonna do this and just make different scales, just different shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to be too perfect. You just want to give the illusion of like it looking like your skin is rising up. This is a great idea, and the tool I got from Amazon, it's royal blue, so it's just gonna mesh right in with my skin. And I think this is the best idea, which is why I had to like borrow this from her, because I was going to use clay instead, and then I saw this on YouTube and I was like, oh my god, this is so much smarter and just less work. Because not less work, but at least it will be easier to put it on my makeup. The only thing about this is that if you're going to do this and you're doing this for Halloween, you got to get on it right away. Because, well, on Amazon it only took a day to come. However, it takes about 4 hours for this to dry. So this is the final look of how it looked when I was done. That's how it's going to look on my head. As you can see, it looks nice and dry. It looks like weird little tribal scales. And then those are one of the side panels right there, and the 2 side panels on the back. So I just pinned them all around the head and just let it sit there and dry. And I did let it dry for 4 hours. When you're pulling it off, you want to pull it off slow because you just don't want to rip it or anything. It does stick, but it comes off pretty easy. So I'm just placing that. Now I do have a section that's too high on the top, and I'm actually going to cut those high sections off and put it on my neck. So don't worry about it, you guys. I don't know why I thought my forehead was big. I don't know who I thought I was. But I wanted it to be bigger anyway because I thought I was going to have it under my wig, because I thought my wig was a frontal, but it was a 4x4 closure. And we're not going to talk about it. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting the glue underneath. Now, it doesn't matter if you put too much glue and you can see it through the tool. The glue is going to dry down clear. As you can see, that white glue piece is done. So now I'm putting on my first side piece. I'm just going to show you this. It's a little bit long, but that's okay. You just cut it off your face once you have it glued down, and that's what I did. So I'm just going around the edges of that, and I'm just going to hold it down and glue it. Try to be careful with the glue. You don't want the glue to get on your fingers, because then it starts sticking and pulling up on the top of the tool. Like, you have to be really careful when it comes to that, okay, you guys? But I promise you guys, it's super easy. Okay, so you see how that I kind of, okay, child, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Like this, it wasn't even hard. It was just like trying to make sure it shaped my face. But one thing I did like about this tool, my boyfriend's right there. One thing I did like about this tool is that it just kind of fell on the face. It cleaned the face. So those top pieces I put on the side of my neck, and now I'm just going in. I put on lashes, and now I'm just going in with my black lipstick. I'm sorry if you hear snoring in the background, because my boyfriend's really ODing out of nowhere. It's like he heard me start doing my voiceover, and he was like, it's time to snore for real. Anyway, so now I'm just going to throw my wig on, and ooh, yes, honey. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going on that lace, and I'm just going to put a little bit of blue on it so it blends out a little more. This wig is actually a throwaway wig. I didn't realize that I even really still had, I mean, I did know I had it because I recently just did my my wig video of how to store them, but I don't think I'm gonna keep this one because she's whack. I don't know. She's good for this. But anyway, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm just gonna go change my clothes. And that is it, you guys. I'm an X-Men now. I'm Mystique when she was an X-Men, not when she became evil. Like, I'm Mystique Days of Future Past. Like, no, not Days of Future Past. The other one. The one when she was good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Mwah.